Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Proton Racing Series is back. We are back, and today we're gonna cover the last race of a season here in Proton Racing Series, Indycar Series IR-18. That's the complicated name. And today with me is my fellow companion.
Oh, dude, I was expecting you to say only that. It's Mateusz Losik here.
Oh, he is, and we have 3 viewers, which is quite nice. And we have almost as many people on the track as viewers, but even if this is a little bit of a humble grid, I still expect a close racing. As you can see, 5 out of 6 people are within the same second, and then Oli is like 5 times slower, so it should be a decent race. And you can correct me, Mateusz, if I'm being wrong, but if Ryan finished this race and Colin is not racing, Ryan should be a champion, is it? Or the drop race is gonna count? Because
I believe that right now it's only 1 point separating them. I could be wrong here myself. I'm not really following the standings either, but
is it?
I can't. Yeah, I can't guarantee it, but it's pretty close in the standings right now. Actually, there's a 12-point difference between Colin Keynes and Ryan.
Yeah.
Colin is leading the championship right now. I think that's to the drop race.
Is
I just told Charles to go race, and he says no home, banned from iracing, and don't want to. Well, that's sad.
yeah, that's unfortunate, but at least maybe he will join the stream and chill with us, and if not, still good.
We did just gain 2 viewers from my my interruptions.
What can I say?
I might go harass more people right now, make him join the stream.
Do we really want to have more people on the stream than racing? That's.
I'm telling them to go race, but they're joining the stream instead.
That could be it. You start to sound like in aquarium again, but.
Oh, it's NVIDIA. I hate this.
Oh man, don't make me buy you a microphone.
I might need that. I might some funding here.
So we have Ryan Whitlock, Carter Krause, Nemanja Popovic, Josh Brooks, Stefan Stefanov, Olivier Lemaitre today on the grid. 6 people racing. Colin is not racing, and since I think all of this is a little bit confusing, if the drop race is gonna work or not, and how many points he has to get, Ryan I mean, and since Colin is not racing, I think we're just gonna cover the race as it goes and not focus so much on the championship. I think it's still... Oh, my monitor just... Ooh, it just done a very weird thing, but it should be okay. I think this one I need here. And I'm all working, right? You can hear me correctly or not?
I believe everything is working. The stream works, the microphone works. The only thing that isn't working is the racing right now because there's only 6 drivers.
The qualifying is about to start right now. It's typical. I think it should be 4 laps, but we got it wrong and it's 3 laps today. But it's the last race, not a great grid in sizes, I mean, so because there are plenty great names here for sure. But what I'm gonna say is today we're gonna have a little bit more of a chill stream. We're just gonna call it a podcast, I think.
I'll see my tend to that. I mean, I have I have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood running on my bloody second month on the PS5 right now. Doing that while I wait for something to happen on the track right now.
And how do you enjoy it? The Brotherhood, I mean, it's quite an old game.
It is an old game, but I never played it before, aside from like 3 hours on the PS3 back in like 2015, but it was actually a good game looking as I didn't jam.
Oh, I think the last time I played it, feeling very old, is like 10 years ago or more even, so...
You should, I say you should replay it, it's actually pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, it's... the whole Ezio story is quite interesting.
The entire trilogy, it's probably the best thing Ubisoft ever put out, not gonna lie.
Though Assassin's Creed Rogue is also a good one.
Ooh, I never played it. I mean, I want to play it. I go for free from PS Plus. I'll probably play after I finish Black Flag.
I had problems with finishing any of Assassin's Creed, like, till the end, but that one I finished and I enjoyed so much because of like, ambiguous main character, and Josh, I think it's Josh Brooks, yes, Josh Brooks crashes during the... Yeah, he bent it hard, as Nemanja Popovic did as well, and Oliver Lemaitre in Alfa Romeo Orlen livery, Polska Górą, he is going through those twisty corners as he is about to...
Mosquito, I have a question.
Yeah?
Can you restart the stream on Discord? Like
On Discord, okay.
Yeah.
It's...
I think it's because you monitored some very weird things out.
Yeah, because of the monitor disconnecting, I think. Is that better?
Yeah.
Don't be sorry. It's...
It's your leg, it's not being sorry about it. It's bad to take care of yourself and
Yeah.
you are liberated like 6 people on it.
Just take it easy, man, as Oliver Lemaitre is about to start the last lap. And what's funny, because of the only 3 laps and very short track when you have to push till the absolute limit, what is really interesting is that only 3 people managed to do the lap, even if we have the grid out of 6 people, and one of them is Ryan Whitlock, who... he's just starting his laps, so it's okay. But Nemanja Popovic, I think, and Josh Brooks as well, they desperately need a clean lap, because this is the last chance for him. One more lap for them, as Oliver Lemaitre comes with it's not 1, it's 58, 8, and it's very close to Stefcho Stefanov. It's 5 hundredths of a second behind him. And Carter Krause with an excellent 57.9, the time nobody is able to get. Oh, Ryan Whitlock with 1 minute long lap. Oh, it doesn't look like he managed to put a good lap there, but we might see another one from him.
He's about to cross the line, we'll see where he is. He's the championship contender here, he'll need a good finish. Well, he cannot improve.
Oh, he
Never
did.
mind, he does improve.
And he still has one more chance there, as I think most of them finished the lap. He is the last one.
So he's on old tire by now. I'm saying he's either going to be 5-10 chopped, or he's going to spin out in 10-7.
You say so.
It's a prediction. Okay, so he's going to finish Patch inside of Catravan.
This is a man on a mission. He is just been very good throughout the whole season. I'm really looking forward to see more of this racing in the next season, which we will announce at some point soon after the race. I think this week somewhere, maybe. And Ryan Whitlock did improve, but still it's 500 of a second slower than 48 actually than Carter Krause.
Gonna be interesting.
Oh, those people on the stands, that looks so weird.
I didn't see it.
You didn't? Wait a second. Maybe that's gonna work. Look at this.
Oh my god, those aren't real people. I mean, yeah, it's a video game, it's not real people. It's people like the lizards.
They are real people. Look at this three bald dudes next to each other, looking exactly the same.
Congregation, man.
That's the three twin brothers. Quite a few crashes there on the qualifying session. For example, Stefcho Stefanov.
It's a Stepchild.
He's just stopping. Okay, so it's not really a crash. I think he. Oh, he's gonna stop again. Jesus, this game is just. And this one? He's gonna stop. Why this is a crash? Why the game said it's a crash? What is going on? This track is a mess. Yeah, it says it's a crash. Jesus.
Everything's a mess.
A new track in this game. There's no redemption.
Olian just went into the chat, said, amazing lap from Carter.
It is.
Carter Kraus.
Yeah, and it is. It's the fastest lap we've seen since the practice session. It was low 58, I think 58.1, and he managed to get to 57.9, which is very good achievement for him. So he takes a pole position, and in 1 minute or so, we're gonna start the race. It's gonna be. You're gonna see what I see.
I saw that.
People on the chat know, but I'm just checking some unhinged friends there, and we are about to start. Race in 25 seconds.
This might be the longest 25 seconds on Earth right now. I've got. Oh, this isn't good. I have 2 icebergs left. This is not good for me. I cannot elaborate further on Twitch, I believe.
Oh, we're gonna leave it as it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it as it is, as Oliver Lemaitre is the first one on the grid with chosen tires. There are hard compound there, and is that being correct? Should be. Yes, they are. And there's Stefcho with red stripe tires. So there are some drivers in the mix. I'm sure Josh Brooks gonna be on hard tires. Nemanja is on softs. Ryan is on hards. I think most of the cases Ryan starts on the harder compound. I don't know if I'm being correct, but yeah, Carter stats on hards as well. Oh, and Josh Brooks is on hards, yeah.
I imagine overtaking this track is going to be quite hard, so I cannot really excuse going on the soft coming off tires, but maybe he will try a weird strategy. Maybe he'll just try pushing for the first 3 laps, get ahead of everyone. But we will see as we are on the way on the formation lap.
So there's a safety car.
Beautiful Porsche safety car. Sponsored by Porsche, pay me.
It's a nice one. Not gonna lie. Maybe the livery could be a little bit better because it looks very basic, but
I mean, it's better than the Fiat Multipla, which I think was running F1 for like 2 races, not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not F1, so something else.
yeah, F1 for sure not. But but we have those 6 drivers there. And green, and Carter with a jump rocket start that looked a little bit like a jump start, but I don't know, that was just perfect. And Josh Brooks improving by 2 positions. Ryan Whitlock and Nemanja Popovic just lost 2 spots. But what's interesting, Josh is on the harder compound and still was able to go through Nemanja, who is on softs. And
oh, sorry.
yeah, you can say, come on.
I said maybe he's just struggling to get him warmed up right now.
Oh! Is it Ryan?
That's fun.
It is. Oh, that's unfortunate for Ryan. He looked like he's struggling a little bit here. This track is interesting. It's a very short one, but I would say it's not an easy track, especially like the corners from 4th till the 7th, and then maybe 9th and 12th, so like half of the track. But whoa, there's a mistake from Nemanja Popovic, I think so, yes. And Oliver Lemaitre moves to P3. But what I was going to say is like this track, because of its characteristics, you have to be very precise on those corners, because if you just carry too much speed, you can just go up very easily. And I think the patience is what you really need here. And maybe just, you know, having a precise outputs, that's what I'm looking for. Like the most of the tracks, but on the shorter tracks, for sure, you need to be very precise to just not make a stupid mistake, as it happens to Oliver Lemaitre, but he keeps the position and probably just made the job a little bit harder for Nemanja Popovic and Stefcho Stefanov, as Stefcho had to avoid it, and then Nemanja is right on the back of him.
Okay, so we might get some good racing here for once.
Yeah, I had a little bit of hesitance to stream it, but to be sure, I was like, maybe we should stream it, because like Montreal was like what, 8 people, and it was a banger. And now just Brooks using push to pass as he gets closer to Carter Krause. That might be a very good race for a British driver. He has some.
He's gonna stand on the bike, he's gonna stand on the side, but he cannot reach in. Carter Krause goes ahead of him by quite a mile. Josh struggles in the line.
He looks very locked in, Carter, I mean. He's just so fast on those straights. You know what's the advantage of such a small grid?
Wait a minute. Ryan Whitlock is running currently 2 seconds faster than everybody. Or 1 second faster.
He is. He is, you are right. And he is just right there going through Stefcho. Stefcho looks like he's struggling a lot there with his car. Yeah, he looks really slow. And Ryan just carries a lot of speed. I think it's a combination for like having very unstable car and maybe just not being patient enough, but Steph should look too slow compared to Ryan's. And as you can see right now, Nemanja Popovic is in his pursuit for potential podium finish, as Oliver Lemaitre having a very good start, getting 3 positions at the start, now settled down in P3.
He is definitely getting comfortable with that, but you gotta remember Nemanja is on the softer coming off tyre here, so you will be definitely trying to gain on him. Of course, the second off tyres are out, he's not going to be able to do anything, but he is on his rear wing. He might be going for an overtake on a straight, something that Josh attempted but can succeed.
Yeah, but you know what's the problem? Like Nemanja cannot get through. He just struggles a lot. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
that's a chance for him down the inside. Still not.
No. Oh!
Net code.
Net code.
Oh, that's not the way you. Oh, is it a pit lane? It is.
I'm going to the pit line, said.
Is it? Oh, was it? No, it was just. It was just a runaway road, I think.
Nemanja tries to go for an overtake. The computer says no, ends up on a bloody MotoGP track. Like that.
I've heard that the safety car in MotoGP crashed, right? It's like I saw some photo or something. I don't know the context.
I don't follow race, to be honest, so I haven't read anything about that, but okay, never mind. Looking at the multiple discussion that actually happened.
Yeah, I just saw the picture. I don't know the context. So, currently, all of them are just running the similar pace. Ryan, Josh, and Carter are just in 59s, but Carter has a long way to go. 5 seconds to catch up. 6 even. But he has a chance, because if the British Lion gonna keep fighting against Carter, then he might get closer.
The team will definitely be strong since the main straight, since there is 2 long straights. Goes
Yeah.
Up to 10-12, the main straight, and the one after 10-8. So there should be some opportunity for an overtake here, but as we are seeing right now, Josh cannot make it happen, and when Nemanja attempted, he was bloody sent off into the shadow realm. And he's trying again, goes Dukes on the outside this time. And you just make it happen. Nice for the lead, George Lucas now losing the place.
I think like if you know, like the race is 46 laps long, it's really hard to just keep such a pressure for such a long time on a short track like this. So it will be a tough challenge for either Josh, Carter, or Ryan to just keep it till the end. And right now Josh is in a very compromised position because Carter looks almost the same as him in pace wise, and yeah, and as you can see, he is proceeding to attack him. It's quite hard to do it in 10th, as we've seen. Oh!
Oh, Carter Kraus flips the grass, goes up. Is he dead? Do you think he's dead? He's not dead, he is still alive.
He's still alive, but does he have any damage?
I don't think he does.
No. Just, you know, the black front wing on the black car. It's hard to see anything, but
Doesn't look the front and on the right, and his wheel blast still looks sharp, so I think
yeah, but what
we'll be able to proceed.
you know what's interesting? I was thinking if Josh can keep up with the pressure, but now Carter being, I guess, impatient, or just maybe his brakes failing him, I don't know. he just made a mistake. So now Josh can just rest a little bit. They're in the lead. As you can see, Ryan Whitlock is absolutely flying.
Whitlock is feeling absolutely hungry today, and first place will definitely feed him if you can get that. So he will be desperate to get in position. I think every driver right now is feeling the pressure. Of course, there's only 6 of them, but they're still gonna be feeling it.
That's the thing. Like, you don't think how many people are racing. You still race and you still wanna win. And is winning against 6 drivers or against 30 drivers a fraud win? To some, oh, the stream just the monitor just decided to disconnect. Wait a second. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Very, very fast. Wait a second. Oh, it works. And you know, like you can say, yeah, if you win with 30 very good drivers on the grid, yeah, that matters a little bit more. But still, 6 people, you still have to do some hard work to just win a race. You just don't win a race just like that, even if the grid is not too strong. But I think it's that one is quite close to each other, as you can see on the times. They are within a second of a pace, so it's gonna be interesting how it's gonna go till the end. But I still think that that's a really good testament to this season. Like, you just still show up for those races, even if you have like 6 people. They still wanna race, they still wanna win, they still wanna have some good close racing, not just, you know, crash into each other and goodbye. But we've seen some good moves from Ryan and Colin in previous 3 races, I think. Yeah, Royal Atlanta, Montreal, and Interlagos. So I'm feeling that we may see some more in incoming season or seasons.
I definitely agree with you on that, not gonna lie. I mean, I did a few races this season, and even the ones with less drivers than, let's say, round 1, we had like, what, 26 people driving?
Mm-hmm.
It still felt strong all the way in, so I expect these guys to put on nothing but the best.
Yeah. And yeah, so some people may say, yeah, but that's not the top split pace or something. But you know, like you do what you can, basically. That's the thing. When I just race, for example, with some terrible MX-5s with a terrible skill set I have, I still feel like I'm racing against, like, in something that matters, you know, like even if you are in 26th split or 5th split, or yeah, if you just can immerse yourself into that, if you just get my point, then you can still feel that your hard work matters, even if you know that the competition is not strong enough. But here those drivers are very close to each other, so they still have to work hard, and I think it will be deserved, whoever will be on that top spot of a podium and on a podium overall. For viewers, it's good to see some numbers increasing. I'm not a number guy, but it's good to not be speaking to the, you know, empty hall. Or an empty room or whatever.
About say 1 person increase from 3 people. I don't know what was the percentage of that because I got maths, but that is still a net gain. PRS is on the way back.
You know, like 2 more people and we are equal with the race grid, as all Nemanja Popovic is the first one to take the pit stop.
I expected him to stay a bit longer on the stop, but I expect he's going to be doing our 2 stop here. Maybe he'll try to beg those hard tires until they end.
Could be 2 stops, maybe even more if you just go soft, hard, or then again soft. I don't know. It's a really short track, and the tire usage is quite high to what I expected. Like only 12 laps, 13 laps. Yeah.
Yeah.
The traffic gonna be interesting. As you can see, like Josh Brooks is at the second corner, and then Nemanja Popovic is at sixth corner, and due to the track being like less than a minute, 30 seconds feels quite a lot. So I wonder if any drivers with some problems gonna end up in the traffic, and we're gonna see some, you know, battles for P4 and P5 while watching P1 and P2 at the same time. That would be crazy. You know, like P5 and P6 blue flagged, for example, and then you see P1 and P2, because that would look ridiculous because of this, you know, small grid and short track. But we may see that. I have no idea what I'm saying.
This one, what day is it?
You know, it's 10 p.m. here. I try to not talk loudly. I'm after a hard day of working. So.
Working on a Sunday.
What?
Working on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
I enjoyed it, to be honest. I was feeling like, yeah, maybe doing some work today means that I will have less work tomorrow, because that's something of a project that I was afraid that gonna take me a lot of time, and since the deadline is quite short, that could be a problem. So I decided to do it today, and it is what it is. That's
You just having your strength and making sure everything's complete then.
you know, like if you just work as a graphic designer, you just have to do that stuff, because like those days are just for a designer, they are just not great if you just have, you know, AI and stuff all around you, and people just say, oh, why should you like spend 10 years of your time to learn something if AI can do the same? Well, it for sure cannot. So sometimes you have to do much more input, you know, like doing much more so you can survive. So this is what I'm doing.
Yeah. I see what you mean, by the way. I don't know, with things up when I don't think guys are gonna be on your level, to be honest.
You know, like it's really good to get some concepts through it. If we can podcast stuff, I don't think we can, because nothing interesting is happening at this point of a race. You know, like it can do some stuff which is quite good to get than what time you should spend on it, but it's still not perfect and it still needs refining, at least at this point. And even if it's get better than that, there is still this, you know, like moral dilemma you have, because it is feeded through, you know, like stuff people spend their whole lives on, and now it's gonna copy their style and just recycle it, and somebody can say, yeah, but that's what people are doing. Yeah, but people just, it takes years, and it takes a lot of, you know, like probably money, time and energy to just process all of it, learn all of it and do all of it. And now if we're gonna have a tool which can do similar results, but I would say they are similar to somebody who is not fully aware, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a problem. it's really a problem because then, yeah, for sure, maybe we will get like in 2 years, 3 years, maybe 10 years, maybe faster, maybe 1 year, something as good as what people are doing, but where's the creativity in it? Where's the art? You know, like the art has this thing you just put yourself in, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
like personality.
yeah, personality, emotions, you know, like all you experienced and everything. So that's it. So that's really a sad thing, but yeah, you have to adjust to that, and that's it. Yeah, Ryan is gaining for sure. It's still 2 seconds of a difference coming back to a race. I hope you are not just not. I hope that you are not you know, like not okay with us speaking about some stuff not around racing, but you know, like sometimes when stuff is not just looking too cool on the track, doing some podcast here is quite a nice thing. But yeah, Ryan is doing all he can, speaking about the hard work, to just make this race a little bit more exciting.
Well, he did just gain 3 tenths from turn 1, so I think giving him full laps. Of course, there's going to be a pit stop, so maybe not, but full laps, and maybe he'll be on his back end.
Maybe even faster.
That's true.
Like with every 10th gained on Josh will have to be, you know, dealing with much more pressure than before, which is obvious, but yeah.
Ryan Whitlock is pretty aggressive, and his race car is pretty good from what I saw.
And Josh Brooks is in the pit lane.
As I was gonna say, Josh Brooks is not as aggressive as.
He's more of a consistent.
Yeah, he's very consistent, and he's actually pretty good at the fence, but he's not the most aggressive driver. So I was actually very curious to see what happened, but now he's in the pits. He's gone for the undercut of Ryan Whitlock. We will see shortly if we will see how he responds.
So Josh Brooks is in the pit lane. Who else? Only him. Only him. And Stefcha Stefanov ends up in front of Josh. He will go to the pit lane soon for sure, but he might be an obstacle for a while for the British driver.
If Stefcha is making this the one stop, he will have to save his fuel for a little bit, so he cannot go as fast. But wait, Josh Brooks actually on the soft, so this is a bit interesting then.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Josh is very known for unconventional strategies. Maybe he knows that hards are faster, so he wants to get as fast as he can on softs, and then come back on the hards again, because those hards look a little bit better than what Nemanja did. We don't know how much of Nemanja's stint is, you know, him going off the grass, having some maybe contact or something, but it didn't look too good.
Yeah.
Oh, those turns are just so interesting. It looks like it is only a long turn and nothing else, but you have to really control the car there. Too much of a throttle input and you can easily go off the grass. I guess with those cars there is quite much more downforce, but I tested it with the GT3 car, the Ferrari one, and it's quite hard to get.
I mean, for such a short and thin track with small amount of corners, it is pretty interesting to watch. Not gonna lie, it's supposed to be a bit more boring looking at the layout, but it is actually nice to watch.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like I have this feeling throughout like a lot of races that should I really stream it? Is it really interesting? Is it really fun to watch? Will it be really fun to watch? There's a lot of questions going, but then you just sit and it goes. You know, it goes quite well, and you end up enjoying it. And some of my, I think, like personally, the best commentaries I've done. Now, mostly on the races, I was thinking maybe I shouldn't commentate it. I don't feel as great, and then you just immerse yourself fully into these battles on track. There's some drama always going, and it's really interesting.
You just find your rhythm and end up being immersed. You just forget everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I just feel probably a similar way right now.
Yeah. You might be right.
I said fully, but definitely. As Car's gained on Ollie. They're both making it.
He's fighting with the car. Yeah. But something I wanna see is.
That even the push pass on Ollie, so he will be going on will be committing to the attack here, as shown with my words.
I'll see how Ollie used much more. Ryan as well. And this is Steph Cho. And this is Josh. So Carter looks like the one who really saved push to pass.
He has not pitted here, has he?
No. All of top 3 didn't, as well as Steph Cho. So they might extend it.
Yeah, I imagine he's going to go until like lap 30, 35. That was going to be the oh my god. He almost hits Ollie, ends up not hitting him somehow. He just lost quite a bit of time there. Anyway, back to what I was saying, he might be extending the pit stop here until 30 or 35. That's going to be the window. I think he's going to be soft and he's going to be pushing from there on out.
Yeah, you might be right. There's, you know, like what amazes me with this, like real strategists or like even sim racing strategists, like you have to go through a lot of like not even the numbers but scenarios. Like you can have the best car, the best pace and everything, but then somebody can just crash out of nowhere, and then there is a safety car or just take you out, or debris or something. I'm not saying even if in the sim racing context, but overall. But you know, it's really interesting because like when we sit here, we can just talk about what we think gonna happen, and sometimes we have an idea of what's going on. But sometimes we are just, you know, like lost there and trying to find any explanation of what's really going on with the strategy or something.
Or he pits. Kazakos follows him.
Oh. Where just Brooks gonna end up absolutely in front of him, I'm sure.
Going back to what we said. Oh, Ryan Willow pitted as well just now. We will be seeing if on the cut wait for George Brooks or not.
Oh,
and it has worked for George Brooks, but not as it hasn't worked as well as I thought it would.
That's really interesting.
It's going back to what I was saying. It is definitely true if we think about it that way. You can think about some of the 2008 Singapore Grand Prix, of course, but that's a don't extreme example about strategies.
You would need two river racing drivers to replicate Singapore. But
Formula E is next week. I think Josh and I are racing.
Ooh, yeah. But I'm saying like here on the track today, like next week, yeah. In the Formula E, you mean? How's the season going for you? Like, what are your overall feelings of the first AC season?
For me, it's gone terribly. Don't get me started. I had a bit of mistakes made because I'm still trying to get back into the groove for sim racing. But I think for everyone else, it's actually gone pretty well. The racing is pretty fun. The cars want to drive. I mean, aside from a few examples of terrorism here and there, the racing is pretty good, pretty close. The margins are a bit far off, of course, but what's gonna happen on a so closer? And the season is quite short, so only 6 races, 3 to go.
I think that number of races is a quite good way to to just keep people around. I might be wrong, but like this season, still we managed to get 6 people at race 10. It's quite an achievement considering that we've started in December. It takes about 4 months, 2 long breaks, like 2 to 3 weeks, I think, even 3, I think. And then there was also the non-championship Indy 250. So I think that like the AC League is the one we can see if if we can keep that number of people around, and if it's only for the idea, like Formula E car, which is quite unusual, or overall they enjoy like much cheaper platform with much different physics and
better physics. Don't help me.
Like I am too. I have too little knowledge, like like personally, to just like for me. Okay, I can feel like AC, I feel it better, but in iracing, I think Charles said that I was faster than I usually was in AC, but that might be because of the AC player base being much smaller, so people are just a little bit faster than more spread out racing grid. But that like I have a problem to tell if the physics is good, realistic or not in such a comparison, because like for me I'm not too good.
I get what you mean, but like it is pretty hard to judge myself. You have to get bloody Charles in here to explain everything. He's the bloody genius here.
But
I think we're at the level of overthinking it. But Ryan Whitlock is within 6/10 of Josh Brooks now,
he is.
and he's rapidly gaining on him.
And that road looks like very rough one. The texture there of first chicane. Ryan Whitlock very careful there with his throttle application as he gets closer to Josh Brooks. You can feel that the intensity of the race is just gonna increase, because the battle for the top spot with 14 laps to go, and possibly I think they're gonna get one more stop. I don't think they're gonna end up with the softs, but still
I think Ryan is gonna try extending it. I don't know about Josh. He might try going for a 2-stop here, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, that might be a case. But as you can see, Ryan is there on his pursuit. As you said many times, this track is not so easy to overtake. It's a quite short one, narrow one, so there are not too many corners you can just dive the inside and force your way in. But I think this is one of those tracks like Road Atlanta where you just have to make your way through the pressure.
Yeah.
And now Ryan Whitlock does it.
we're gonna be side by side for turn 1. Josh is gonna get there inside. It's nothing's gonna come of it.
There was some slight touch there, and Ryan on the grass.
I don't think Whitlock should battle here. I think, considering that there's a 11 lap difference between the tires, I think he should just stay behind and wait for Josh's tires to wear off. Whatever.
That might be a case, or maybe Ryan. He may think I can go much faster still. Maybe I have to just go through. I don't know. I don't know what he is planning. Maybe he's just like this pure of a racer instinct. He don't think about position he's in. He just want to overtake the car. Like there are those two. I'm very simplifying, but there are those two mindsets of a racer. There are just like one who calculates if it's a good spot or not. And Josh Brooks, I think, made a mistake.
He's gonna give the position back. I think he's got a penalty for my racing.
Yeah. And yeah, what I'm saying, like one of the driver calculates all of the stuff. If the decision, the move, and everything is gonna pay off or not. And the other one is just like the pure racing. You don't care if you're just gonna kill your tires, just possibly crash out or something. You just have to get through because you are a racer and you have this mindset. And maybe Ryan is one of them.
It's hard to judge Ryan here, to be honest. The way he's racing here is, I'd say, pretty calculated. He might just be feeling the pressure. He might be going for the championship here, considering his title rival isn't racing this time around. Of course, what I was gonna say before dropping off, Paul's gonna be feeling the pressure here. Josh is gonna want to gain his space and possibly only win. Well, possibly only, because this is the bloody last race of the season.
Yeah, in this season for sure. In iRacing, I think we're still gonna continue, as there is some promise in it. And like the whole season looked really promising. We had the grid of like almost 30 drivers at the beginning, so as you said. So, and like keeping that for 4 months, basically is an achievement. And I'm not like glazing over it, but it's still something something nice to just see that those people they don't care if it's the last race and you see 6 people. They still show up, they still race, and the racing is good today.
And at the end of the day, people spend money on this platform. And of course they like racing as a hobby, so they want to show up and do their own thing.
Yeah, and you also do it with basically your friends.
Yeah. So it's a nice feeling.
Like that's the thing in our league racing, I think. Like what hooked me the most, like like when you just race with people. Like casual people, random people in random lobbies.
Yeah.
It's a random people, you just raise them, end of the story. But if you see those same faces every race, and you can build, like the friendship with your teammates, or you can just make, not gonna say enemies, but like somebody crashed you and you see that this is a very dangerous guy on the track because he is very erratic on the track and he just makes very weird moves. Then you just maybe drive a little bit differently than you would with random people, because you don't know random people. You can learn how they drive as the race goes, but now you can judge it from the beginning because you've raced, for example, 5 races with this dude and you see that he is not very clean, for example, and you learn that. So it's very, very interesting dynamic in those types of races. Like those guys just fighting for the podiums, but knowing that you can talk to the person and just, like share those emotions together. That's awesome.
Well, that's definitely true. I can't put it by myself, to be honest. I mean, the aspect, the racing aspect, everything just comes together in a league like this, but it does fall apart sometimes, in my opinion.
Like, but you can make a lot of like good friendships. For example, like a lot of my ex teammates from Assetto Friends, for example, I still talk to them even if we are not racing or they just racing on another leagues or something. I just still try to have, you know, the contact with them because it's so fun.
Yeah. I think that's what people don't understand when they try to like judge sim racing in general. They fail to understand that there's a community aspect to it and those kinds of things. They just brush it off as fake racing and they're not really doing anything.
It's like in the, as well as in the real life, what I'm saying, like you have a lot of drivers, they do karting, they just move to F4s, F3s, etc. to the top, and then they already know each other. Like you can see with the rookies in F1, for example, with Berman, Antonelli, Duan, and Hajar, and Bortoletto. They all know each other. They just spend so much time with each other. Maybe briefly because they are in a different age, etc. But you know they know each other from somewhere. They raced each other, and yeah, and they can, when they move to the highest level of motorsport, which is F1, then they have already established the friendships and everything, and it's quite different than it was years ago. Like with Montoya, for example, Montoya said he doesn't want to make friends because he's there to win, and I don't know if it's a correct mindset or not. Like you can still have friends and still be competitive. I don't know.
I think it's just different mindsets from different eras, of course.
Yeah, and the balance between it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, back when Montoya was driving, was way more competitive than everything compared to nowadays. So.
I don't know if it was like more competitive or maybe it was more hostile in a way. You know, like now I think the grid is very close to each other. But back in the day, you had basically this mentality, like even you either finish a race as a winner or you just don't finish a race at all, and the engines were just one-offs, etc. And it was very you could feel while watching, like, you know, the old races and everything, like
yeah,
the hostility was there.
I honestly don't think it ever went away though. I think it's still there, it's just masked by all the media stuff, media training, whatever is done nowadays, of course. Back then it was way more relaxed, and then you could just say whatever you thought, but nowadays you have to appeal to the...
Oh yeah. That's the other thing, like the PR. That's really an interesting take there. But yeah, like what we said with basically everything before, like the world is evolving and you have to just adjust to that, either you like it or not. Some people just watch it like through the nostalgia, you know, like it was a better era of racing. Was it? I mean, like yes.
Lose some in it.
Yeah, the pros and cons basically of every era.
Of course.
Like with
this aside, and back to the present, we have 3 laps left. Rambo is leading, I think.
Yeah.
That's gonna make him the championship winner this season.
It went really fast in it. Oh wow!
I'm sorry
no
for
one bought this struggle. there's I'm reading the comment from the chat.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either. To be fair, like I was gonna race at all, but this track seems really boring. You can have it.
But this track is nice. Like, it gave
Yeah, no,
us good racing.
honestly, it was actually pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, despite maybe like 20 laps where we had to talk about some different stuff. Just Brooks with a moment there on the grass, but he still kept the car intact. Oh, he must be really frustrated that he had a chance maybe to win the race, and this is the one stopper actually. So
I think he lost on strategy there. If he extended his tires, he probably could have made it ahead of Ryan.
might be. So just out of full professional take on that, I'm not gonna celebrate Ryan Whitlock's championship until we're gonna confirm it later, maybe today. Probably no penalties on him or anything, but you know, just to be sure, I've done some moments where I celebrated the championship of a driver and then I miscalculated it. so we gonna so we gonna not do that because I don't really want to embarrass myself on stream. You can see, you can go through the whole stream without screaming. How did I manage to do that today? I don't know. But the racing was exciting nevertheless.
It's 25 points for the winner, if I'm correct. So
Yeah. Or maybe more since the Indycar system, isn't it?
I am not sure. That's what I'm thinking of, but
Yeah, this is why I'm confused as well. So we are not gonna elaborate further on that. I think we're gonna leave it to the post-season announcements and everything. But Ryan Whitlock, only a few more corners to just get to his final win of the season. And Ryan Whitlock goes through.
In 1 second, he crosses and he's the winner.
Ryan Whitlock is your race winner today, ladies and gentlemen, here at Portland. Josh Brooks crosses the line as second driver. Then there's Oliver Lemaitre. He cruised the whole race and now he gets P3. There is Stefan Stefanov out of nowhere there. And I think there is... Oh, it's not a battle. Carter is like 1 laps behind. Something happened to Carter, right? Because...
I think he had a... Yeah, that happened to him early in the race.
Yeah, that happened, and he didn't recover from it. Okay, because I was thinking why he dropped so much. So that's the order.
So, if the standings provided are correct with a drop race, and we follow the F1 points system, Ryan Whitlock should be the championship winner by 2 points.
That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. And congratulations to him and Colin and all the drivers who have participated in championship, because I think with such a passionate community we can still see many more seasons ahead. And yeah, thank you for that. We really appreciate that as a whole Proton Racing Series community. Carter still is finishing his laps, I think. And with that, we gonna finish our stream and the season. It was a pleasure. we will be back next week, I think, for more AC action. What track is it? Can you?
It is the track in the Netherlands. I forget the name.
Zandvoort.
You can
Okay.
take that. Zandvoort, yes.
Okay, so we are at Zandvoort. Should be fun to watch, and should be streamed. So stay tuned. With more stuff coming this week, probably shortly after this season is finished, we're gonna announce the vote for the next car. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy the next season. See you there on the grid. Congratulations to all the winners again, and the championship winner for sure. My name was Mikołaj Skulski. It was a pleasure commentating, and with me was... Hello.
Mateusz Wosik.
Thank you.
Sorry.
we never get it right. Okay, we are Proton Racing Series. It was a pleasure. See you next time.
And don't miss the fucking Formula E League.